Hello and welcome back. Take that, VOD watchers, person who's gonna be like, stream starts at 2 minutes in, now it's like 20 seconds in, what do you got? Nothing. Worship your false god of, his chat starts 2 minutes in, he started right away, what do I do? No, no, no. Okay, enough of that. That's a treat for the people watching the VOD, and no one's in here, anyways, and so we'll be continuing. Or Jack's here. Is this modded? We are using the UI mods. Eek, startled. Big true if big. There's a strategy I want to do with TECUMSEH that requires, unfortunately, his level 9 memento. So we have to do some amount of TECUMSEH runs, but it appears to be the case that you can stack this +1 combat strikes for all units for every city-state you have seused. It seems like you could stack it 4 times. And if you stack it 4 times, and you seuse like 6 things, you'll get +24 combat, and not even including other combat bonuses. So it seems quite strong. We're going to also be trying out playing on faster speed, because I think for making videos I probably should just be going on faster speed. We're gonna do the Groma slash Golden Sapphire Flowers start. Unless people really object to this just seems insanely strong and gets you like off the ground immediately. And after a bit of reflection, I think it's probably relatively strong as anyone. Just like catapulting you to really big size just from the outset seems really good. Another one that would be reasonable for TECUMSEH would be Diplo Attribute Point, but he is going to be militaristic and diplomatic. We might have an opportunity to be able to do. We are using not all of the here. Why don't we show you which ones we're using in terms of? We're using UI adjustments, improved tooltip plot, and town focus boost info. We probably should have put in more, but oh man, my stomach's bubbling. That's not good. Where were we? We were going with TECUMSEH here before we were so rudely interrupted by our stomach. The absolute worst. And so we are going to be, his level 9 unlock is really what we want to be able to go. So what does Groma do? Groma just gives you 1 expansionist attribute point, and this gives you 100 food. So like the first 100 food is so valuable, and then after that food, like, so like the amount of food required to grow 1 level just increases and just absolutely explodes exponentially. And it's such that like, it makes it so food is just like absolute god mode when you're on a very small size, and then very quickly it becomes practically useless. But getting really far ahead at the beginning is really strong. So Groma allows us to proc this on turn 1. And so I do think this is pretty strong. We're going to go Mississippian, and we are also going to test whether or not we get experience. We're going to do deity when we are playing the same level of experience if we play on online. And see how things go. For the actual run, we'll play on standard map size, and we will play on, like, epic or something like that, because this, I think, will allow us to seuse the most people. But we'll go small deity online, and we will have a little bit of a go with Mississippian, which we haven't played with yet. All buildings receive +1 food adjacency for resources. This seems like it would be good, except for food is maybe not so useful. We see +1 gold, +1 food for adjacent resources, Mississippian improvement. This seems fine enough, and we are excited to try out with this. There was a strategy around this, combined with something else that seemed pretty good. Oh, Xerxes, the expansion of Xerxes plus Mississippi seemed like an interesting idea. But in terms of stacking modifiers, but we're going to go with TECUMSEH here and just run his classic, run on deity, run on online, and have a little bit of a launch. Gotta go production on start? Yeah. Well, like, if you could switch tiles, you would work food tiles first, and then swap to working production tiles. Like if it was like Civ 6 where you can pick and choose. Standard speeds is not in favor nowadays. I want to get experience on TECUMSEH. I want to see if we acquire the same amount of experience if we play on a higher difficulty or a higher speed, a faster speed. But the meta for making content, I think you get more churn with a faster speed. And for the pacing is not important when you're making a YouTube video, right? It's important for like playing. It's also really important for combat. If you go on super fast speed, you don't get to do a lot of combat, it feels like. Or combat seems not that useful. You cross the map, your tech's already outdated. It's like, it doesn't feel very good. I generally don't like the feel, but I feel like it's going to be better for content. I think this is a re. We have nothing here that looks particularly good. So, we're just going to re. I meant for actual games. I'm not sure what you mean by for actual games. I mean, I prefer playing on I actually prefer playing on slow speeds, but that seems bad for making content. It seems like, you just, like, the amount of time it takes to do a run is just too long, right? This is my thinking. We're also going to test. If we get a bunch of less experience, we'll do, we'll probably play another TECUMSEH game on random. I think we're going to have to play 3 games with him in order to unlock the thing that we want.
A great dais rises from the
You mentioned the actual game is standard size map and epic speed. Oh, yeah. So standard size maps so that there are more people to suzerain. Because the idea is eventually we stack 4 of the suzerain bonus card. And then epic speed so that we have time to find them all and seize them all. Maybe epic speed's a little bit less important, but to really make use of the combat. Also, I kind of think that what we want to do with TECUMSEH in that video is completely wipe out everyone else from our continent except for the city-states. So, best start is good mining potential to I'm with you. I'm with you. But I think we also take cotton sheep here. I feel in you. I get you. Cotton sheep seems fine. Plus it's going to be, what is this? Pasture, mine. You really think this is a reroll then? This can't be a reroll. We have 2 mines, 3 mines, and in terms of things using woodcutter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This seems fine enough. We can just, you know, build districts on all the other tiles. We're on a river, which is always nice. I think that this is fine enough for a start here. So we'll found our city of Cahokia. I guess we'll save the game. And then we will use our expansionist point, which will give us infinite food. It'll give us 100 food, which is way more than needed to grow, so we'll grow several levels here. And we have this golden sapphire flowers, which is driving this. It has a mine the left tile as well. Is this a mine? I think that we want to work the cotton as quickly as possible, so we will just move to the... Ooh, actually... Well, I don't think we want to brick the woodcutter. We are going to brick a couple of tiles by building over them, so we're going to go scout in the first act. The scout will get produced, and then we will have another growth. And so what we will do is we will take the wool, which is going to give us some production here, and then we will be able to use the granary to brick this tile or evict the pops. And so with that eviction, we will go for something a little further out. Can we not grow here? Is that how that works? We can't use... Oh, we can't use this tile. Damn. Mistakes were made. I guess we'll come here. This is probably fine enough. And then we will work our way over to the cotton as quickly as we can. For tech, we have a couple options here. So we have 1 woodcutter currently that we're working. We have a pasture. And we're going to have a camp relatively early, but we're going to have mines also relatively early. Now, the reason why Jack is in chat saying that mining is better is because if you go pottery sailing, you can get a really early riding, versus if you go animal husbandry early in order to get production on camps and woodcutters rather than production on mines. Or this isn't even on mines. It does unlock the brickyard, though. Could always build the brickyard here. I'm thinking we're going to end up building the brickyard here. I think that... Oh man, with the speed at which things are going, we're just gonna do this because we have a woodcutter already. But we're gonna be no. Let's stick to the plan, bloodbath. Stick to the plan, bloodbath. We are going to go that direction, and also we don't actually want to finish or even work on the granary. We're gonna do that instead. Okay, so we're gonna be coming around to the right, picking that up next. We get a little bit of a growth. We're gonna take the production here, and then we get 2 growths in 1 turn. Real? Why doesn't it 2 growth us on the first turn and then 2 growth us later? I'm curious why we get the double growth on some turns but not the other ones, because we overflowed with the 100. Either way, we're going to go for this. And now, with our 2 resources, we're going to have a 10, 12 on turn 3 here, which is very, very strong. Well, this is why I think that this is probably like the meta open for everyone. With the Golden Sapphire Flowers plus Groma. Or, actually, let me take that back. I don't really know, because my sample size for this is way too small to really make this type of you know, thinking, but it does make a lot of sense that this would be relatively meta, and we have our settler being produced in a single turn here, on the much faster speed. And the buff Masonry gives to production with Masonry 2. Granary is bad unless you have no other options. Yeah, we're not going to build the granary. We're just going to go double settle. Lure. Don't really know where we want to put him, though, which is a little bit of a rub. You know what, dog? We're going to scout with our settlers. This is what you were born for. Okay, we should have moved our scout first, huh? We're probably going to... We see that there looks like there's something bricking us from settling down this way, so I assume that's a city-state. Looks like here is kind of open and available. Food on plantations and clay pits. We don't really have any clay pits. We are going to take the mining here. Let's actually look what we're researching in the tech. We're going writing, right? Does writing give extra production somewhere? Or we're going writing relatively early? Doesn't. I think that we just go this, and then ooh, yikes, yikes. Where's our settles, dog? This is one reason why the game speed is a little bit rough. I think we're gonna take the celebration speed here, but I guess the second settler maybe comes up this way. It looks like we can maybe have a decent settle. This is kind of rough. Not having much time to scout at all because of the game speed. But this is what we see. These guys, we do want to friend these guys in a general sense. So, we'll see what we do. Negotiation tactics, nice. Maybe this guy's too close, though. So we do have some bonuses from... Let's take a look at TECUMSEH real quick. We get +1 combat for each suzerain we have. We don't have bonuses, I think, in Mississippi that really make us want to seize everyone. And we haven't set ourselves up to seize everyone, so maybe we don't need to lean into this. Let's... we need one more turn to check Mississippi's civics, which is kind of what we want to do here. Wow, this roll is actually terrible. Maybe we re here? Just kind of our starting territory feels really bad. Now we get to go Brickyard here on that urban district. Oh, this feels really bad, chat. And now we can view our tree and see the Mississippian civics here, where we are going to have the Pock Top building. We are going to have a very early +1 settlement limit if we want. Extra resource capacity. Yeah, so this is what made the trading Xerxes, like, run with Mississippi feel or look pretty good. Honestly, I feel like we don't really like all that much our stuff. I guess the point is you get to trade with these guys. I really think we're gonna probably re-roll here, though. I mean, we could take this out and then maybe we have a reasonable game. I don't know. Optimal start right now is 3 mines. I agree, but we're not going to reroll for optimal. Alright, if this doesn't have insane resources around us, then we're gonna re here. Where do you plan to get food from? Fishing village? Well, it turns out you kind of don't need food that badly. Because there's not like a maintenance cost, it's just a build-up to be able to grow. Or there's a maintenance cost specifically for specialists, but that's the only guy who has a maintenance cost. And so, like, with the way things are, in terms of the balance, where food is only really, really good early on, it feels bad to really push the food. We could get food from towns as well, especially in the capital, because often you connect to the capital. Why pick Classical Republic? We have yet to get the achievement for building 7 wonders in the antiquity. That was kind of the main idea. Also, I think wonder build speed's kind of an okay one. Science is probably better. You're asking about charities and off-topic general on Discord. Are you planning making it on charity team? Want to make sure I don't miss it. Yeah, I mean, this will be the 3rd year in a row that we've streamed on February 24th. I haven't yet. I need to make a new... thumbnail to properly capture my dislike of Putin, but that's really hard to do because I'm not very artistic, and boy do I hate him. So... it do be like that. This is insane. We're gonna take a save. Right? Am I missing something? This just seems absolutely bananas. Like bananas. We'll have to build over one of these. But we're gonna get a very, very early double cotton here. Into, like, gypsum and wine. And also, like, the iron for good measure. I mean, fishing towns are still pretty necessary. Yeah, but we don't have to produce food out of the capital, which is, like... what are you saying? I have to check the analysis on that guy did, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure how necessary... a lot of towns just are much better as fishing towns, rather than full-blown settlements. I think we're settling in place here. We could have moved up, maybe. And we are going to go scout, and then we are going to activate our trap card to gain 100 food in the capital, which is going to allow us to grow very quickly here. We're going to come in here, we're going to pass the turn. We're going to grow again. We're going to pick this up here. We're going to pretend like we want to build a granary over this, except we're not going to actually build the granary. We're just going to cancel the granary because the entire point is evicting the pop. And so we'll build another scout. We might 3 scout here. And then we will go, like this. And then I think we're going to grab the other cotton. Fantastic. terms of yields, we're at 10.7. And we have another tile we can work. And so now we have a little bit of a choice. We can work our way over to the flat grassland. I'm kind of inclined to do this to get our earlier celebration. 2 happiness early doesn't seem too bad. Oh, I think we have a reasonable looking settle down here. We're going to expose some of this stuff. I think we're going to go for this one here. And then look to, with another scout, come down here and just commit to scouting the south first. And then just say we're going to settle the south first here as well. We do also have a settler after our double scout, which feels really nice. Unfortunately, we're not 100% sure on our settles. This also gives +2 happiness, so now it's giving a total of +4 happiness. We're getting the 2 happiness off of here in the capital, and so we will age a little bit faster. And this is going to be good. Or sorry, we will party a little bit faster. Food on plantations does incidentally hit this as well, which is nice, at least at the early age here. For science, we will go writing now. Wait a tick. I thought writing required sailing too. Does it not? Buddy. I think we'll take the influence here. And then we can build the brickyard, or we can go additional settler. I think we'll go additional settler here. And then we'll start walking down. Not sure where our settle's at here. This game speed is a bit rough for scouting. Animal has really better on the start. Rip the dream. I wanted to go for earlier writing, because I wanted to do double settle into building a whatchamacallem. I think we have this. We have quite a bit of happiness, and I think we're going to celebrate relatively early here. We have so much river. This is being a navigable river is really nice over here. I think this might be our settle, which would hit the navigable river, just barely pip the silks and this over here, and also incidentally allow that. We'll go mysticism first, but I think that our settle is coming in. Just kidding, we can't settle that square. That's a little bit of a rough one. So we could settle here instead, where we still hit the navigable river. We're not stepping on Cahokia's toes very much. I think... No, not at all. There's no shared tiles, right? This tile... If we settle here... Oh, we'll have overlap on one tile. Or 2 tiles here. But this way we'll also be able to get this here. But more importantly, we'll be able to get the settle down really early. With the game speed being particularly fast, we don't want to muck about. I think we're going to go Classical Republic. And which is going to be a nice celebration kind of early here. We're going to go to Culture and look to push the Culture a little bit early on to get our monument locked up. I think with the way our scout's moving, we need to scout up now. Not sure. We're going to walk away from the warrior. We're going to say just kidding, dog. We see sugar and gold. What's the... Is there a hotkey for the scout? No? We do want to hit, whatever we settle, we probably want to hit the sugar and the gold. Now I think we'll go for our brickyard. And we'll work our way to getting this, this, and this. I think we'll start befriending them immediately. It'll give us a little bit of combat strength. And we do have a little bit of an advantage in here. What about the iron? We'll pick up the iron eventually. I don't think it's a priority because we're not really fighting yet. Do cliffs play any role in the city defense? Well, they affect how you can run around. So, to some extent, yeah. We're going to take a look-see around. That is nice. I think we maybe settle here. So we know that there's no resources up, so maybe we're supposed to settle further down, like down here. And this is kind of the question we would like to answer ourselves, but this warrior's not really cooperating, is he? Why is he not cooperating? We'll try and scout down below and see if there's a better settle for us. This, incidentally, is going to be missing this. The warrior's getting in the way, dog. Alright, so we can work this. Which is going to give a solid amount of production. Or are we supposed to go this into this? I think we're supposed to work this. No, let's do this into this, because this will eventually give us a lot of production. Now we can build a granary for the 5 food. And +1/+1. This is somewhat reasonable. So would building a warrior. I think warrior's a little bit more conservative. So we could go for that. Especially because we're starting to run into a bunch of barbs and the like, so... I think this is probably fine. We're going to grow and grab the resource immediately, and we will be able to slot it in for +2 production in the capital. We'll see where the guy goes. We want to settle... Yeah. We're going to need the warrior to find our settle here. I think we're settling right here. We could settle further over, to be fair. Like, here's maybe better. Wow, already getting the choice. This game speed is extremely fast for us. And we'll come back for animal husbandry so we can get extra production on the camps that we built. We'll choose the culture for now. How much does a warrior cost, dog? Warrior costs 60, man. Befriend is 85.
There is another world.
Alright, with that built, We'll choose this because we're already becoming Sioux. So that should be easy for us. Can we start marching the way we want to go? I think we can, because we're going to be able to get onto this river. If not, we'll be able to march back. Okay, for our civics... Plus production towards production buildings, I think is pretty good. Just because the woodcutters you're going to be getting, if you were animal husbandry, you would be getting production by the sawmills, rather than unlocking a brickyard, which is currently useless. Woodcutter to gypsum would be better if you had a sawmill. I generally, yeah, I agree. In my head, I had us building a library right now instead of whatever it is we're building, but we're probably building an altar, right? Because the altar is going to give us more yields. So... in my head, we were building a library here. Kind of into getting closer to the iron, though. This is not the best tile, so because it doesn't have very good adjacencies, we'll build that there. Come in an awkward spot. We'll come here and look to scout the rest. This warrior we will send just straight north and look to pick that up. Ooh, cotton. Had we known, we would have settled north. Yeah, I definitely don't like the pacing of this hyper fast speed. Looks like we're gonna have double trouble on the bubble. I think we want to settle right here, which is going to give us the most of these tiles as possible. Unless we think we want to settle the other side. Looks like maybe this is just too dangerous to swing through, so maybe we come back down. A little bit of failure on our part. So we can go for the iron. The iron into the unit purchasing ability. Oh, what the hell? I think I settled the wrong spot. I'd meant to settle here. I guess this is okay, because we're hitting this. It's gonna be a nice, give us quite a bit of production here, eventually. I think we'll grab this into the silk.
The caged bird watches.
Do unlock our unique unit here. Oh, that was maybe unaliving our guy. Boost of the earliest available technology for 3 of Cahokia's production. I think that is not worth it, so we'll sell them.
Yo soy Doña Isabel, monarca de estos reinos y señoríos.
You couldn't settle there anyways? Oh, maybe that's why we made an adjustment. I think we're not going to do diplo agreements with her. We're just going to try and soothe people. We don't have any fishing boats. Irrigation for the settlement limit is reasonable. I think we're going to masonry for the production on mines. I think this guy's dead, though, unfortunately. Really getting into a bit of trouble here. Now, Arkham is blocking resources that we would like to settle pretty hard, so we might look to disperse Arkham. But maybe this guy we look to befriend. Because he's not blocking kind of where we want to settle. And we get our thing. I think will those science buildings get plus for every one of these? No, this is the one we want early, Pilgrimage. Which is going to end up giving us a lot of tech here. And then we will be able to build our science building. Looks like here is going to be the best spot for us. As well. And we get some more influence from the Sioux on the guy. We could parlay that into even more influence. I think maybe we're okay with that. Because now we can add support, which I think cuts the time in half. Or not quite. But we'll use that to get through. And we'll continue taking a little bit of a look and see what's up here. We are going to want the camels. The camels, well, actually, we're already going to be working these. So it'd just be camels and these three. Maybe we are okay using the other guy too. Something like this. Using 3 production for a science boost is the worst. Library between the 2 cotton. Oh, you're right. We have to break this tile, though, somehow. I don't know how I feel about breaking the... Library would also make sense here. Oh, you mean right here? Well, we're getting the adjacency from the city center anyways. Oh, but this breaks the farm, which we want to break. You're right. And then we can get the production here. Which one do we want? Probably this one? Because now we have a total of plus 8 production from resources here in the capital. Oh no, is this guy dead? Unless we settle in place? Not like this, not my gumdrop buttons. We'll come here. Maybe they'll attack this guy instead. We might have to reload and remicro. The town will be able to eat this a little bit better. Or... we like that well enough. City center adjacency could be used. Yeah, and then break the farm. Yeah. I understood that you meant break the farm. I thought you were telling me to build here, and I was like, I don't feel like building another building just to build the library. And then I understood. What does Great Steel give, even? Generate size equal to 25 with production. You can cancel this at any... No, that's not what that is. I don't think we're going to actually get that off. So we're going to build the Burning Arrow, because I think we're also maybe in a bit of a precarious situation, so... Trailing in Civics, big sad.
Close to the western summit.
Well, that's going to be our next settle, I suppose. Instead. I mean, that seems like a fine adjustment. We also do see figs around Kilimanjaro. Combination of figs and... Oh, but there's so many mountains around here. Like, we'd love to... Maybe the settle's right here?
King's Cup.
It hits Kilimanjaro. It misses the cotton, though. We would leave the cotton on the table. Maybe it's here? This would just barely touch Kilimanjaro. I mean, it makes sense. Kind of. I mean, we get the figs and the cotton. And more importantly, I think we get to use this guy reasonably quickly, which I think is a pretty important thing here given our game speed. Pock top. Could brick some of those. I think we're gonna build our saw pit now, though. We're gonna build it in here. Well, I guess it's slightly better here. Because it's adjacent to a resource, it's gonna give us food. Great Steel is bad because there's a wonder that you can get, you can 100% assume Isabella's to the north. Oh, because, yeah. We will light those tiles on fire. Oh, baby. Some good territory. This is some good eating. Oh, I thought we were gonna have one more movement there. How much more do we need to befriend? Another 2 turns. We're gonna build there and go into the mines, but we have an idea that, God. The pacing on this is so much different. They really kind of come after you at this game speed. Damn, these independents. These are super brutal. I think we have a bias towards being near them. Is something because we're playing TECUMSEH, who like wants to start near a bunch of them. So, will this just finish the thing? It will. I think we might lose this guy. Wow. We really need
He was the first to construct
them to become friendly.
80 miles in length. which
This is going to be nice for us, the production on mines and quarries, though. How many turns do we have on this guy? He is friendly now. Okay, so these units we're safe from for now. We want to save our influence for sousing people. I hate the faster game speed. It is a little bit rough, but we're also going to be able to get through this age in just a couple hours, I think. Currency gives... I think it's irrigation here for a settlement limit. We'll get another settlement limit through our custom civic. We're gonna risky to get the bisky up here, try and get close to the wonder. Don't see Isabella yet. I think we come and settle here. Was the idea 1, 2, 3? Oh, we should have done that one tile at a time. That was bad there. But now we'll be able to seize this guy. Not too many turns from these guys getting suzerained. And then we'll have a nice settle here, a nice settle here. And I think we'll just be in kind of good shape. Generally, that's kind of the settles amount you get. I think we'll go for the well, actually, we want a little bit more vision, and the combat strength right now is actually kind of nice. I think we'll just accept here, because this is all we can do. Definitely spending our points on other stuff. Rip. Incidentally, with all these guys getting soused, rather than going after them, we're probably going to be able to expand and conquer someone. We're going to take a look, a little bit of a look around. A look, skipoo. Yeah, most of the goody huts are now picked up, it seems. +3 production iron. Yeah. I mean, like, I do like getting... I think the other one gave us a culture, which we don't hate culture, because the one production's not going to make the biggest difference in terms of breakpoints, in terms of when we produce a settler, for the most part. We have the wrong guy picked here. I think we wanted to settle here. Actually, you know what? This is intriguing. I think either way we're coming here first. All we need to do is forward settle them and then they'll hate our guts. I think we go for a monument here. We have a mountain adjacency over here. We have a mountain adjacency here as well. 131, 231. We're getting additional food from that there. We will be bricking our resource adjacency, but I think that's kind of okay. We don't have a double mountain adjacency, I don't think. I think that's fine. We do want to eventually finish them up into quarters to increase our adjacency bonus. We just want to make sure that that works out nice and smooth. We'll just take the production towards buildings, and we will take this, which is going to play really, really nice. It's going to slot in where it's at, but it is going to give us food and happiness. So we will be able to golden a little bit faster. Or sorry, I keep saying golden. I mean, celebrate. This might be the settle. God, that's such an ugly settle, but it gets to hit the sheep. All the wonder tiles. And the resources down here as well. There's also going to be a navigable river here. And it could feed food to the rest of it. Like, it could be a solid fishing town. I think we can afford not to buy a unit. I really hope we can afford not to buy a unit. I suppose we might reload if we are incorrect. I don't think we need to add influence. In Akram. We also see Isabella over here. So if we wanted to steal camel from her, this settle would make a whole bunch of sense, right? Steal camel from her, and this incidentally would also hit this silver up here. Yeah, I actually kind of like that a lot. And we'd also be able to march up and interfere a little bit, run some interference. We'll take this. We're thinking about kind of our next expenditure that's going to be heavy. We really want for the converting, which is why we don't want to buy one of those. We'll see what wonders we can build. It's just great steel. But we don't really like the pock top. I'm not sure if this is correct. Seems loose. Where is going to get the most adjacencies? Here has the most squares around it, so maybe it's here. I'm not sure that we get this wonder in time, though. I feel like we were trailing in civics, and this is a relatively early wonder. Wow, 2 unnabbed things? We'll look to get those with our archer.
Do nothing which is of no use. The essence.
I don't know if they have a bias towards hitting our units. If they do, we might be able to save the city. I think the city's not dead, though. From 2 whacks. I don't think this is over 1/3 of the life. They don't have a slinger. So maybe they whack our guy, in which case I think we get to rumble and make things work. Really don't want to grab tiles when it doesn't make sense. Oh, it's going to be hard for us to get these dates over here. Story of my life. Do we have gold? No, not currently. I was thinking of maybe buying a district in the other place. I would save that second cotton tile for another science production tile. Well, we can build the science building on top of the other science building we have. And then, I mean, you're talking about super far ahead in the next stage. Just remember the stream. To like the stream for engagement. Ayo. Yeah, that monument location was a mistake, because the Wonder could have given you another adjacency with the other mountain. I'm thinking the 100 food at the start might be less of an advantage at high game speed because you have fewer turns to snowball. I think it's alright. Masonry 2 would be good right now. Does this production buildings, does this apply to warehouses? I suppose if it does, we'll just grab that then. We'll do that. Whoa! That's a vibe. We don't have enough to soothe them right now. You know what's also kind of an idea is that we could go for buildings that give us Diplo. I don't think we're doing it right now, but we could just kind of in general use a bit more Diplo. I think there's not a lot in this age though. Oh wait, there was a guy there. We have to check. Alright, he peels off of us, which is what we wanted. We'll come here, heal up, move up the warrior. I think we're just coming around for the dates as quickly as possible here. We can buy one of these buildings, but then we'll set ourselves back considerably towards turning this into a town or a city. And I think we want to make this a city because we have so much production there. Because of Academy Blacksmith. We still have Academy Blacksmith spot. But this is what we are talking about here. This is the Bizzle because this will stack with the guy having this bonus, plus you also get this additional bonus from the memento, which we're trying to unlock with this guy. And then Greece also gets this as a thing, so you can get this 4 times, but we'll choose it right now. Do we want this on ranged units instead? I think we'd rather it on ranged units. And now it's also going to shoot us up in tech, which is quite nice. Every time we choose a guy, we're going to get some tech. I think we go for the villa. Things haven't been going so well. Someone picks up the things, but not this one, actually. I think we'll just walk out. We don't want to, like, hurt them. Not really. +2 combat strength for guys we're suzerain of, and plus here we can see we get +4 for guys we're sused of. So we have extra combat strength. +4. Maybe we do need another unit. What? It was soused before we could get to it. Alright, fair.
The king's
Wow, this guy walked onto the tile we wanted to walk on. Rip. Wait, why did he do damage to the settler? Jesus. Alright, we have 2 turns. If we rush this along... I wish it told you the exact progress, not just in turns. So I think if we add support, we'll get this at the end of the turn. And so we'll avoid losing this unit. So maybe the purchase of this was a mistake. Come around. Oh, we maybe should have chosen the other option. No, this is fine. We'll also get 200 gold here, so... I think we'll choose the maneuver. Just so we can zip around relatively early. Do get vision on this guy over here. I think we'll go for Code of Laws. So we can trade. We can trade with everyone with whom we are susing to gain any resources they're standing on top of. So here we could get dyes, maybe. We could get salt. They're not too resource rich, these guys, though. Looks like we lose the warrior. We get the wonder in time, by the looks of it. And we should also have the end of our age or whatever. Xerxes, the militaristic one. We're gonna neutral greeting him. We really have a lot of use of our Diplo, so for those of you who come in, we are experimenting with playing on the higher game speed, and it is definitely a vibe. Have an alliance with another civilization. Alright, I think we could do that. Live? Live? And then we should be friendly after this turn. Perfect.
would cause no enemy to resist me, no enemy to follow me.
We'll pass the turn. We want to take this tile here. We can't ask him to scooch, unfortunately. Could go for a garden. Granary being ageless. More inclined to build a granary here. Just kidding, more inclined to build a wonder dog. I I think Hanging Gardens is the one we're most likely to be competing on. This is going to leave 2 adjacencies. I don't know why. I think this is going to give us more adjacent opportunities by building this here, or the most, for other districts. So we'll go with that there. It's also going to be next to the altar, so we'll get +1 happiness. Wow, somehow this guy... Somehow Palpatine survived. I don't know how this guy's living. He's living the dream, though. I mean, we have good relationships with Isabella. What happened to resting until healed? I guess we can't do that on the turn we gather. We're actually super safe with the guys, so we'll do this. With the settler. Ooh, we should have grabbed that. Actually, you know what we could do with the scout? We could send the scout back this way. We'll say grab that, please. I think it did tell you next to add influence button. I think you're right. With out of this, it doesn't tell us we need 15, but we can infer that this is half. I complained before I looked. That's on me. Pocked being cheap is nice. I think that we go for a brickyard, because this brickyard's insane, and it will incidentally will free up some stuff. So we're gonna do this. It will nuke one of our farms, and then we'll be able to grab this. And then we could take this from the town into here. Not sure that's correct, but... Alright, now we can fortify until healed. Okay. So science is something we're a little bit behind on. I think we're going to choose that just so we can go Suze again. I think we're going to Suze here. Dog real? Maybe we Suze the wrong guy. We do have one movement on this guy, so... This is gonna be sick. I suppose we'll actually buy a unit here. Getting a slight discount now because we have this silver. And I guess we'll come down, but we are going to want to Suze them eventually. Because every time we Suze them, we get a tech, so... in theory, we do want to maybe research so that accordingly. But it gives us, I think, the cheapest one, so maybe it's not too robust in effect here. I think we'll start trying to get this guy back to where he came from. I'm not sure how far out we're settling. Oh, we should be building settlers. What are we doing? Can we buy a settler? I mean, this wonder is almost complete. Now it feels really stupid to do something else. I guess this is fine because we do want to hit the culture thing that we've not hit before. Okay, we could build a settler out of here as well. We just don't see a really particularly good settle near this area. Unless we took out Jaishi. We'll go for this. I think what we will do is we will buy nothing because we can't afford anything. You'll do fucking nothing. I think we're gonna grab this tile because we want to build over it actually pretty early and brick it and then head on out and lock in the camels. So we'll do this. Just prioritizing locking in the camels. This is kind of cute. We do have the opener where this is going to give us a little bit more food. We're generating 25 food a turn, so it's going to give us 4 turns worth when we activate this. Now, 25% of food is refunded when adding a specialist. That's actually a pretty good one, but it's not good at this phase of the game. Growth rate in cities is also decent. Shoot, I don't know which is best. In terms of left versus right here. After looking at some of the stuff in regards to food, I think maybe the left is better. All good to... It could be more clear, especially for each milestone. Yeah. We'll go this one this time. I'm really not sure which one of these is better. But we do get the growth as we kind of talked about, and we are going to get the marble, which is going to help us to build wonders faster, too. We have to get an alliance still, but we have plenty of time. How many turns we got on these guys? 7 turns. So we want to push the mines. Unfortunately, he grabs this mine, so that's not going to be available to us in this age. I think we just work one of these clay pits. Locking in the nav rivers is going to be nice, but yeah, we were planning on we were planning on working that ourselves eventually. It's fine though. He is giving us the best Sue's bonus, so we're just going to tolerate it. Yeah, we're gonna lock in our thing. I think we're gonna buy a granary. The idea being... Now we get to lock in our tiles here. We'll accept her agreement. Oh, what happened to that one? I don't think we really need the combat strength. We have so much power on our guys. As a result of having 3 Suzes, we're getting 6 combat. Sorry, 2 Suzes rather. So we're getting 4 combat, but once the other Suze goes through, it'll be 6. Completing a wonder next turn and a building. Wow, people are really Sue's happy. We know that there's kind of a good settle in here where we're gonna hit like the wine and like some of this. Like here might be good. Here might be okay. Kind of bullish on wine. I think it's pretty good. Gives 2 yields plus like a percentage yield.
reaches from above into the gardens. Fragrance pervades the walkways. Streams of water as numerous as the stars of heaven flow in the pleasure garden.
We do like ourselves a good hanging gardens. I think we'll build a settler. We have to look to find a settlement limit somewhere though. The camels aren't going to be quite useful right now, so we'll do this. We get another expansionist spot. I think we go with this. This is going to be better in the immediate future. I don't think the other one's going to be good just quite yet. We get a ton of yields from the altar. Do we have a good library? I think a good library is right here, right? Do we have another tile that has... This is also adjacent to 2 resources, but it's not adjacent to a mountain. But it is pretty adjacent to this. I mean, we get more yields from the altar. We could put the altar anywhere, though. Well, this is gonna have our clay pit in our mine here. We're probably gonna want to work those tiles. So I think we're just going to put our altar here. Maybe we put it on the city center. Real dog? Oh no, wait. I'm a dum-dum. We gotta do it like this. We are doing good here. Okay, so now we have some choices. We could settle over here and like lock in the hides, but like really kind of where we would want to settle is... Actually, maybe we do have a settle over here that's reasonable. This would hit the sheep, both the salt, this would actually hit... Wow, this hits a whopping like 5 resources, right? A lot of salt. Hides are good. The 3 production's pretty nice. So that's thing 1. Yeah, you know what? It's settling the wonder. Well, the Kogi, actually they have a settler coming in. It's here, I think. And this is going to be able to get a... Maybe we could rethink it depending on what happens. Because we don't like the settle so much over there. Well, maybe we should have thought a little bit more. No, I don't like the settles over here. And then we could think about settling way up here. Maybe that's the spot, way up here. Sooner or later, someone's going to decide that they can probably fight us. And then they're going to be given a very powerful kind of example as to why they can't. So we have a lot of combat bonuses. We don't have, we're not max slotted yet, and these are really good, so we're gonna get that. I think we're gonna choose the free suzerain. It's gonna be pretty bad on this, but on the next thing we suz, we will get another free suzerain. So, oh, we get mysticism too? Even better. +2 food, I think, is going to be in settlements. Early on, I think is going to be... Actually, let's do this. Actually, this is quite strong. Why aren't we using that? So we're currently at +38 gold. We'll +4 here. So we definitely want to suz Jaishi. We will get a reward for getting an alliance.
Even a great carpenter does not abandon his string.
The villa's gonna be nice. As I was saying, the villa's gonna be nice. The wonder does get settled. I mean, we could deck him and take the wonder towards the end of the age. Maybe this is the way to do it, or the way to approach it. The wonder's gonna give some fat adjacencies. We have a +2, or we have a double here, and some other ones. Actually, I don't think we could even build here. Building here is not possible, because they can't build around the horses. I think we pull this army back to the right. We were kind of scouting with it, but... I think we send this up to Choctaw, not really knowing if it's going here or here. These guys are going to become friendly in 3 turns, so we can march a settler past them without a problem. I think we come in here for the camels finally. Which we're going to rake back some of these on the towns and put them on the city instead. Let's actually swap a couple of these up though. Kusa, let's give Kusa this, because Kusa can slot in the stuff that gives extra bonus when not in the capital. And then we'll give the capital the big, very strong cotton, and then we'll do this here. I think that's fine. I think we go currency here. So now we have some options. I think we go Villa. We do want to... Oh man, boy do we really get rewarded for building near resources. It is kind of rough though. Because we want these for maybe other things. Right there. It's next to a resource and a wonder. I think this is probably fine here. We also do want to finish our districts, though, is the thing. But the best ones are over here, but we kind of want this for other stuff. We can finish this district. Go there. Kind of inclined to go library. I think we do have a very strong library. +5 here. 2 resource adjacencies. Let's go with that. It's incidentally going to give us quite a bit of gold, too. Gold food off the back of these is nice. We have way more than enough to befriend these guys now. We could add support, even. I think we won't. We'll click this guy onto alert. Not a fan of how much military is coming through. Hostile. Shroom track we know is going to be relatively aggressive. I thought we looked at Isabella. At war with Isabella. Makes sense.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Alright, we have a merchant now. We're going to look at our city-states here. We see that we can get from this city-state a nice resource. Let's see what the merchant can do. Trimchak's probably going to have the best. I think we're fine doing a little bit of a trade here, though. We don't see another person to sue, so we're going to go with this. I'm not sure we want to ally Isabella, though. Does one of these give a settlement limit? This does. So let's go public life and entertainment. And we're not building wonders right now, so let's go culture. And then I think we'll take the influence per turn. Influence is a little bit hard to get. Alright, we do want a villa. We're gonna have another science building we want to build here for more of those adjacencies, so I think we're just gonna complete here. Which is giving us a mountain adjacency. Trying to think which of these we're supposed to turn into a city next here. We're gonna have some nice mines out of Missouri. It's 350 to convert, so we're not quite there yet. We do have a granary here, and right now the granary is working kind of all the buildings. Let's actually come here. We could use a granary here, and this is what we're going to be building out of this. So why don't we buy a granary? I think I like that. +5 food granary is going to be nice for growth here. And Choctaw also help us to grab that tile a little bit faster. Are we competing for tiles with anyone? Not quite yet. We're not really. We do lock in the wonder tile, and we get a resource here, which is nice. We'll send it down here so that this city grows a little bit faster. I think once we found our next city, though, we're gonna put the food in the city that is the smallest. Hey, Marcus, how's it going? Have you tried a Shoko with Mississippi? I have not. I have not. Alright, so we need to take a little bit of a look-see here. Determining where we settle. I think it was down one more where we would miss out on the silk. But we would be able to hit all of this. And also this up here. 2 growths in a row. Or no, the other we received from the thing. I think we're gonna grab this so that we can slot in another one of these here. Although now we don't have any slots, so we have to keep that in mind. I think we're gonna grab the mine here. Look to head on towards the iron. This is very reasonable to build a granary. I think we'll build it here to get the other 2 yields and finish up this ageless kind of building here. And these ageless, not very good adjacencies here for the ageless buildings, so I think they'll be fine. We could go for an altar here. I don't hate it. I also don't hate the altar in this once we make this city. I think I actually prefer waiting here. We'll go altar right here maybe. And then go here with our first 2. Unless we have an insane thing to go for. I mean, Brickyard's gonna be good here. Brickyard looks good. Where's the +4 Brickyard? Or the Brickyard that gives us 2 gold? We're trying to be adjacent to resources to get the gold on the Brickyard. This isn't a bonus. This is a bonus just for Mississippi, though. Eventually we'll lose it. Oh no, wait, it's a card. It's a card. Or policy thing. I think we have 1 turn on this guy getting friendly. Yeah. So we could just walk right through. What an absolute forward settle, though. What a stinker. A stinky, stanky stinker. If we settle here, though, we're probably never getting this. I think we're okay with that. I think we live with that. You know what? I think we actually alter here, and then maybe grab all this. Those aren't as good as the sheep early on, though. We could alter and brickyard. We could brickyard into hides. Into this. Could brickyard alter, grab the sheep. Grab this. So many tiles, man. So little time. This is what we get for playing on the fast speed. We know we're buying an altar this turn. What do we want to work? Work targeting it. I mean, these give us 2 food. Altar's just a disgusting amount of yields. Maybe I'm overthinking this. We're gonna have some insane building potential right here, though. Because it's gonna be adjacent to 4 resources, man. So do we want an altar here, knowing that we can build over the altar later to get 1 resource adjacency, so that we unlock this 4 resource adjacency early on? And then with that locked in, we're not going to spend production training units, but what we can do is we can grab the food. The food's going to be good early, and then we build over this later with another building. I think I like this. How are you liking the game so far? I'm enjoying it quite a lot. I'm having a ton of fun with the game. I'm really feeling it. I don't think it's... I just want to emphasize that that question's different than do you think the game is good, right? But I'm really enjoying myself. I think the game's got some problems, though. Plus extra resource capacity. I think we don't want to place it next to a resource. I think here's probably okay. Interesting monument. We have the +4. We want mountain adjacencies with them, though. Specifically. This is mountain resource. This is maybe okay. Alright, we're gonna have to make some choice here as to what we want to settle. I guess we don't need to choose immediately because we're gonna cross the river either way. But we're either settling... We're settling somewhere. The fact that the wine got bricked is a reason to not settle there, but... We could settle here, which would hit the gold, this... Would miss the marble. Here would hit the marble, but miss this. We do have more food available here. We're not sure what that looks like exactly. We could settle over here. Definitely feel considerably stronger than the AI here. We got 2 turns on this monument. Salt is going to generate more yields. This is true. I think we build a brickyard right here. And resist the temptation to snag the 4 resource adjacency with our timeless building. This is going to have terrible adjacencies, but that's going to mean it's going to be a good place for it long term for the brickyard. And then we get an additional growth, and we get to put that in on the sheep. And then we get to slot the sheep in. I think we're going to prefer to send production to towns as a general heuristic. In happiness, we're a little bit less relevant where it's going to, so let's do this. Production and happiness. No, we're fine sending the food there if we have to. An ovine dilemma. The shepherd communities keep sacred horses that no one may ride on pain of grievous punishment. All well and good until a shepherd has to find Lost sheep on foot. The only expectation for his tired legs is the old ways. We'll say it should be questioned. We can afford to accept this. It's going to represent a 10% increase, roughly speaking, in our gold income. We're going to start marching this guy back to Cahokia because this guy is soused soon-ish, or he's friendly in 4 turns. So there's also like no way he takes the city here, right? So we'll also march up. If somehow he just rushes the city, we'll bring a guy back, but I think it'll be fine. Does that change the logic here? We could settle in here, we could settle right here. Right here lets us hit 4 ivory, which is really nice for producing the wonders. No matter where we settle, it's going to be relatively cramped, except for over here. But then we have a bunch of pond tiles, but maybe the pond tiles are okay. We could settle right here. Or we would get incense, the sugar, this, we would miss out on this, but that's probably okay. This is certainly more contiguous over here. Hoping to find a resource there to really make it easy for us. We didn't. Well, I kind of like settling over here. I know we went slightly the wrong way. Oh, she's right here though. Porque no los dos. Maybe we try and get it all. Ultimate greed play. Is greed good, chat? Certainly it is. I mean, the fact that we're right here, I think we're just gonna go for it there. Settling, like, ASAP seems way more important. Would we prefer a production or a culture here? Because we have the choice between these two. I think we'll take this because the food is a nice little added bonus. I think we grab this ring of resources now. Alternatively, we could go for this. This is way more yields. And maybe we want to think about... We'll take the gold. Let's grab the merchant. I think that'll be good for us. And now, we don't need that, but that'll help us towards getting the golden age eventually. Why am I stupid? Don't answer that, chat. This is just way better, no? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources. Do you think the game is currently worth its price tag? Absolutely not. No. I think if you're on a budget and you're trying to squeeze out as much for a game as as much enjoyment out of a game as possible, I think this has to be just like a really bad, like, miss the mark type of buy. I think that this game's gonna be really good eventually. It's like one of those deals. That honestly is the way strategy games just are, like, released now, though. So, like, I don't know. To some extent, it's like, get used to it. Because, like, I can't remember the last time a strategy game just felt super complete on release. You know? It's been a while. I mean, does anyone have an exception or something that they could think of? I honestly, to God, like, I can't think of a single one where I'm like, yeah, that hit the mark. We're gonna get refunded on specialists eventually. I think we still want to hit production for now. Alternatively, we could grow for some of these food tiles with the understanding that eventually we'll build over them. I'm not sure how much sense that makes. Not a lot, I think. I think we just grab the 4 tile over here with the 2 production. That's City Hall. I think we'll work our way over to the gold. Wow, we're getting so many masteries from this Sue's like play. It's feeling very strong and nice overall. I think we'll go for engineering. Navigation's not going to feel too hot. Extra settlement limit in here. We need that. That was the plan. Stick to the plan. Bloodbath. Stick to the plan. The paradox effect. I think it's beyond just paradox. CK3. A lot of people were mad about CK3 on release. CK, I think, is probably a good example, though. I wasn't especially upset with CK on release. Coastal terrain, navigable to river. Wonder. So this is next to 2 navigable rivers right here. So it's going to be a relatively good market. The Bath gives the 10% growth rate. We're kind of into that. I guess we maybe build a Bath and a navigable river. Like, growth rate seems much better than, like, food. This can turn into a different type of town now. We could look at how much yields we'd get. We'd get +2 here. We'd get +4 construction. We could also get like +8 happiness. Because how many? It depends how many resources you're working. We're working 1, 2, 3, so we get +6 happiness. Is it just like, is trade outpost just super good? I think it might be. We just get to. We're gonna have a good amount of resources. We could get open borders with her. So we could take a look around. Wow, are we really actually just dominating the continent right now? The open just seems so strong with the stuff. I think that Isabella we're more likely to play nice with. Didn't we send a trade route over here, though? Oh, it's just getting there? Yikes. Okay. I guess we'll come up here, because we're coming up here either way. And now we have additional stuff. I think we'll slot out some of these happiness ones for some of this. But actually, I think that's going to play a little bit better. Jaishi, I think, is going to swap over here. Stick to the plan, plan to the stick. Now you're talking my language. If CK3 was a new IP, I'd agree, but it was always going to fall short when compared to CK2. But given how many years of content it had on it, CK3 was always going to be like that. Was destined. I mean, CK3 to me feels like probably a pretty good example. CK3 is also fairly RPG oriented, though. Oh, I don't know what we want to work here. It's +6. Also, generally, we like these yields a little bit better than these ones over here. We've got a lot of farms and plantations, so I think that actually turning this into a farming town maybe makes some sense. We see we get +5. And then it would connect to the capital. Let's go farming town. Pretty sure it's connected to the capital. Yes, we have to exit out and come back in order to truly see where it's connected to. Cahokia. So basically double Cahokia's food income. Still 14 turns to grow, but... +7 granary. Oh, this? Just insane? Yeah, because it's next to the resources. I guess we want to city this up relatively soon. This guy's got a lot of production now. If you love it, put a city on it. In other words, there are always going to be complainers. There are definitely always going to be complainers, but also, like... I don't think it's healthy to, like, always perma-dismiss the complainers. Like, sometimes the complainers are right, you know? I think we start working our way down first, because these are the ones we're most likely going to get peeled off of. Altar is going to give us a ton of yields. If we are going to build anything here, this has got like no adjacencies, so building our saw pit here makes sense. And then we can't afford another thing. But now we can come here, and then we'll be able to hit both of those. Oh, am I stupid? Don't answer that, chat. If we had been... No, we're good, we Gucci. I wish there was a way to take over their city-state. We could promote growth on a city-state. I guess in the city-states where we... This guy we have a trade agreement with, right? Let's promote growth. So we also went over the settlement limit. In 9 turns, that'll resolve itself. For now, we will have a pretty big malice on the happiness. But I think it's worth just eating the malice. think we knew we wanted to build a market. Oh, here's the +5 market. Which is also gonna finish up the building level. Did that say scale with age or no? Bro, this doesn't scale with age? So it's just giving twice as much as it should? Oh, did we miss our opportunity? We do want to swap out something for happiness here. Wasat. Thought we were done seeing these types of boys. It's very exciting that we have another chance at a Suze. Also, the Suzes can help lock down and prevent settling, which is kind of nice for the playstyle. Shout out to the Koki man. So we get our resource swap here. The Koki amount makes it so we can slot a bunch more stuff in the capital. So we're gonna have to do a count here, because we don't want to accidentally slot in 20 things. So we have 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we'll be fine shape. So we're gonna slot these into the capital. Not very good. Elsewhere, we're gonna slot in that, which is going to incidentally make us make progress. And we're not actually building units currently, so maybe we don't even need to slot these in. Maybe we just sit on them to make sure that we don't accidentally pop the effect. I think I like that. Okay, so... I think we grab both of these. I think we do this. So next turn we can Suze that one remaining guy. Cahokia... Petra would be terrible for us. Fortified District I think is one of the worst ones. I think we're gonna go for a bath. God knows we need one. And 7-1, this will probably be the spot for one. And this will help us with the growth in Cahokia as well. So we can't build the Oracle in Cahokia. I kind of like just slapping down the Oracle here. We will lose a mining location. And honestly, we can't... maybe this is actually a bad spot for the Oracle. We won't really be able to make use of adjacencies, like, period, in terms of putting urban districts next to it. Are we going to build a fishing quay here? Likely. Because we have so much navigable river. Do we have an opportunity? We have an opportunity to build one not on the city center. Or sorry, not on the thing. But maybe we hit the navigable river with one anyway. One, two, three. This is going to free up this tile, the clay pit, to be used. Wait, is this a... Oh my god. I feel stupid. There's a lack of visual clarity in this game, and sometimes it makes me feel really stupid. That's a goodie hut. think we might take this up to the next level. We should have made it a mining town forever ago. But now we can convert it to a city. And boy, oh boy, is it going to have a lot of production. It's got more production than it has food. Holla. And we are going to be having an absolutely massive library here. Plus for every adjacent resource, right? This is the pocket. This is the place. So we're going to work on that. And that's going to feel real good in terms of getting science. We also, with this as a city... Maybe you want to move stuff around a little bit? We prefer the production in the city, so... we also see that Chickasaw Town is unhappy. We can't totally fix the happiness. We can most fix the happiness by doing something like this, though. This will fix the happy over there. This will fix some of the happiness over here. That's giving us negative yields. And then in the city we do want this, and then that works out pretty nice, I think. Oh, baby. This is gonna yeet us over here. This is very nice. Someone talked about this in the Discord, like, pretty early on. Since there's no eligible spot for us to be, once our open borders ends, it's gonna yeet us onto the new world. So we're gonna get to explore there. Which is gonna be hat. We'll pass the turn and not forget to soothe this guy. Absolute gem finding that at the end here. This guy, on the other hand, will not get... He'll get trapped there. Whoa, why did everything get revealed? What happened? Stranger danger. A city-state had vision of all that? We also see even another city-state. We'll befriend the independent, and now we have a little bit of an interesting choice. We could fight Xerxes just to fight Xerxes, with the idea being, if he's fighting us, he's less likely to go after that guy. We have extra movement on this. +2 culture to monuments for every city-state you are suzerain of. Let's just count the city-states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5. So eventually it's going to be 7. Except we counted improperly, but we'll just say 7. Yeah. I think we're going to take the production for wonders pursues over the culture pursues. Culture pursues is going to be so many, though. And we have a lot of production already. This is just going to allow us to culture through really fast. Yeah, actually, let's do this.
Do nothing which is of no
It's also going to give us a tech here.
When I was
And a civic.
money was the most
And then for our thing, we could even choose the celebration. Let's take a look at Cahokia. Can we build in the Cahokia a reasonable wonder? +2 support in all wars. I mean, we could build this. We already have so many, like, wonders. We're actually, like, starved for, like, getting stuff adjacent to things. But I guess this would be an okay spot here for the wonder. And then I guess we'll take the production towards wonders. And gold in all settlements. Saw pit I don't think is too great for us. I mean, it's not terrible. It is ageless. Don't really have a good spot for it. Actually, we do want to eventually build out and build our... No, we built a key here. Is it settler? You know what? We will eventually want a Baylista, so let's just get a Baylista now. Let's put this guy to sleep. Eventually, our open borders with her will end. The scout will get yeeted. And now we're saving up Diplo to go for Shenville.
He heard these horrors and his spirit stirred and spurred to action.
So now we're going to start going a little bit ahead and picking up engineering into mathematics. Is she still at war with Xerxes? A free spearman. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. That is the slowest unit ever, but okay. I think we will build a settler and try and get one in place before we have the settlement limit. I'm not even sure what reasonable settles we have, even. I think over here is, like, the reasonable settle that we have remaining. Okay. I think we pick up the camp here. 2 turns. We could cancel the thing. We want to Suze the guy, though. So we'll choose that. I kind of don't like the early game play pattern where wars or who you go to war with is just decided by this weird element of, like, do you ally someone or does someone ally another person, in which case you go to war. We don't really have very good adjacencies here. Natural wonder and mountains are completely absent. We could avoid building the monument here, but I think that the monument's probably going to be good enough. Build a fat market. I mean, this would be a good square over here, right? One, 3, 1. Maybe barracks here for a little bit of production. We're producing stuff real quick, though, either way. I suppose, actually, we maybe want to upgrade our units. Well, it doesn't look like Xerxes is fighting him right now, so we have time to wait. God, what do we even want? I think we want the gold. Maybe that was a mistake. Okay, I didn't know you played like that with Wasset. We'll go to Wasset. Maybe we got extra trade range, or maybe she did. Settle over here is maybe not terrible. I think, is it specialist time? This tile's still pretty good. I think we don't want to grab this tile because then otherwise we won't be able to get this down the line because the way it's like kind of buggy. We kind of want to play nice with her, but we really want to get up to 85. I think we're okay building this here. This will get us a little bit closer to the hides. We're gonna come back and upgrade these guys. In terms of upgrading stuff to cities, I guess Missouri is kind of in a nice spot to get upgraded. Would make a really nice Petra. I don't think we have enough gold. It's gonna take 450. We're not that far off. I was wondering why that archer was there, but then I remembered the goody hut. Gonna be up to 70.
No man is foolish enough to desire war over peace. But in peace, sons bury fathers. But in war,
So far, this opener feels quite strong. I don't know the game speed. I don't like the feel of it, but all right. Now we work our way over to these tiles. Oh, which incidentally lets us upgrade these guys where they're at. Okay, well, maybe I should have bought an altar there. I mean, now we can build one. We have a ton of production too. We'll grow a little bit faster, or quite a bit faster with the bath. Everyone likes a good bath. Where's the library that would look really good? The +5 right here, that makes sense, because it's next to 2 resources. So we don't want to brick this with the bath. This is also where the +7 bath goes. I think we'll take the bath here. Or actually, oh, we don't even have a brickyard. Let's get a brickyard in the city. We built this city. This one will be nice, because it's not going to interfere with other adjacencies too much. Let's build a brickyard first. We'll choose that for Xerxes. We could build a market, but we have so many potentials here. The base yield for a market is just 2. I mean, it would give us a lot more right now. Am I insane to consider... Probably. There's like no good settle because of Jaishi here. The good settle is... There's no good settle here, really. Good settle's all the way up here. Then Kusa... Oh, this doesn't remove the... This doesn't remove the... Does the Pocktop remove this? It doesn't, right? Is that the appeal? Let's take a quick save. And take a look at the Pocktop. I'm not sure how the mechanic works. Right, so if we build this here... So we see rural Pocktop in progress units. Oh, but the Pocktop's just worse than a mine then, no? Does not remove warehouse bonuses on terrain. Okay, okay, it's just juicing it up. Got it. Well then, I guess we want the Pocktops. Where we know we're gonna keep the thing. Whoa, but we don't know where we're keeping the thing. That's rough. I think we're more likely to keep here. This Pocktop's just better. I mean, we can maybe commit to having this here. I guess we'd prefer it in the one out here. If we got that. Here we have adjacency bonuses to resources. I think I like this. Pick up. Hey, we get yeeted to the new world, boys. Let's go. So what happened here is that they are... What happened here is that our... What happened here is that our open borders with Isabella ended, and so even though we're still in the ancient age, it yeeted our settler over to the other side, which incidentally is actually insane for us, because guess what we could keep doing? We could keep soozing people. Because there's going to be more people to sooze. Let's go, baby. This is actually, we're going to pop off super hard. Because of that. Alright, we will also run this trade route with her, which is going to be insane. And now we're going to have 5, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we'll make sure not to slot in too many. 15, 16, 17. There we go on that. I think we're going to even put the sheep there. We have 1 sheep. Yeah, so we could get a little bit more happiness. That ish is bananas. B-N-A-N-A-S. Don't we have 2 silk? Thought we had 2 silk. We do have 2 silk. There we go. New World in Antiquity is next level shit. Didn't even comprehend it was possible. Yeah, you gotta go somewhere when you get yeeted. You get yeeted to the nearest available slot that you can go to. It's very cute. But eventually, when we do the TECUMSEH, like, for real run, this almost certainly is something we want to try and get done.
World's a stage. All the men and women merely players.
Happiness in each settlement is probably going to be pretty nice here. Instead of food in each settlement. Mochi! Ayo, let's go, baby. And these guys aren't in danger like this guy is. We'll just befriend anyway, though. I think we're gonna choose science, but... Why don't we unlock some of our civics here? We can grow the city. We might be picking up our first specialist here. So this is plus... +4 there. Was more of the yields that we want in total. I guess we should just count the other stuff. 5, 6, 7. So this is +3 in total. It's giving us stuff that we really want here. With the science and the culture. 5.5, 6, 7, yeah. +9 garden. Navigable river and wonder. Where's the +9 garden? Hot damn, dude. But I think we're gonna go for Colosseum. I think this is the best place we can place it from the perspective of giving ourselves the most opportunities for adjacencies. Adjacent wonders. Because we know we want to work this tile here. We can build more than one pock top in a city? That seems pretty good. If you know you're gonna work the tiles with that, actually, that seems kind of nice. I mean, we know we want a woodcutter here, or we think we do. So maybe that's a pock top. This is a clay pit. We go pock top, pock top, pock top. Try to say that 3 times fast. Time to do the counting game here, though. We have 5, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We do not want to slot in one more resource. In fact, we kind of want to slot out a resource. Because we're scared. I guess we could just load if we accidentally go over. But if we will really proc the age ending if we go for something. How much can we quad? We would need to take cities off dudes. I don't think that's like really happening. I don't think we can quad gold. I'm not even sure we want to upgrade our unit here. Let's go where the settler's going. Oh, interesting. Did he lose terrain somehow? Or is that visually weird? So Hillfort is, I think, not ageless, so we'll go with this.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
And we will continue unlocking.
He heard these horrors and his spirit stirred.
I think this is good. We only have one specialist, so... we do it the first progress there. I think this is one of the weaker wonders. How much progress do we have on the civic? We're constructed 4 out of 7. We have no wonders here, though. We don't hate the Oracle. This is maybe a fine enough square for it. Which will allow us to pick this up, too. And if we want to slot in something, we have to slot out something. If we want to slot this in, the production, we have to slot something out. I don't think we do. We could trade the culture for production, I guess, but I think we will avoid that for now. The Pocktop being ageless, I think we're kind of about that. A little bit of tea. You said it wasn't discoverable in this age. It's there. Boy, is it there. We have no agreement for freedom of movement. We do get a bonus if we ally with her, but she's not sending us too many agreements. We're also spending a lot of our own resource on Soozing. We should have Soozed this guy to get vision.
The things the worshipper gives to his gods are not the food he places on the altar, or the blood in his veins. Perfection is...
Influence per turn. Do we like this more than golden happiness for every imported resource? I think the number we're up to is like, it's going to be a total of like 16 yields or something. It's probably worth more than this. Oh baby. We will take the gold. And then here, I think we're going to buy a blacksmith. It has base 3 production, which is quite nice. We do have a really nice adjacency on the blacksmith here, and just to get production ramping up, because it does have a resource adjacency. And then we'll also build an altar. Now the altar cares about being next to wonders. I think what we want to do is we want to brick farm tiles. Maybe this farm tile with a nice little brick here. A market will play well here, but we can build a market on top of this. And then with that, we will be able to go for just straight up more production here. We improved 3 iron, unlocked Norman. I think we're gonna go mathematics. I think we're gonna push ahead here. Go citizenship, literacy type of stuff. And let the fact that we are Soozing guys get the lower tier stuff. Maybe actually we're supposed to get the lower tier stuff, knowing that'll happen. Let's take a look at the Sooz timer we have on this guy. 1 turn. So we are going to get a really low ranking thing. But after we get that, maybe we research the other low ranking thing. This one's going to take a while to cook. That guy is not... needs some more time in the oven. Amphitheater will be nice, though. This is where we planned on putting it. Plays pretty nice here. We will have a really nice science building here, too, though, is the thing. Maybe we just put it here. No resource adjacency, though. Let's build it next to the other culture building, actually. Let's finish the thing. Resource assignments. We will not assign because we do not want to cause the age to end or trigger our crisis just yet here. We want to make sure we can get as much as we can out of this age. We need a couple more wonders. Shoot, we were hoping to get the Petra here. Oh well. That's probably super fair, to be honest. We weren't, like, rushing it, really. Alright, gold buildings receive +1 gold for every city-state you're a Suze of. I think this is actually more valuable for us than the lapis, especially because we have more resources than we want to slot in right now. So let's go this.
Those who delight to attack and to display their valor and fealty should be formed in. Even a great carpenter does not.
Nice. How are we doing on the Codex game? Maybe we should actually just track progress on these. I don't think we're going to do too much on that front, unless we declare war on someone, but honestly, everyone, no one having bad relations with us is kind of okay. I think we want a villa. Villa has a base influence value, which is kind of a little bit rare, so even once we get to the next stage, the villa's still going to play nice. Villa actually might transition to the next stage better than any other building. We could buy pock tops if we know we're going to keep working tile. I don't think we have too many tiles like that, but we do in this spot, right? In this spot, we know that we're going to work... Oh no, wait, we don't. I thought I saw something locked behind a resource. When something's like completely locked behind a resource, then we know we're going to want to work it a particular way. So this settle seems like it. One turn we'll start Suzing Mochi here. Oh, this guy can't go anywhere. Rip. We'll put him asleep. We'll put him down. That's my boy Blue. Hello. Hey 6DU, how's it going? Hello Gene. Is Gene in chat? Where'd Gene go? I didn't see Gene say anything. Was Gene to me? Alright, so we will start Suzing this, because we can. Oh, we lost our scout. Oh no. Why can't we address these guys? Oh, we can only scout, but we can't try and Suze them. That's cute. That makes sense though. Yeah, this was too cute to begin with. Okay, fair enough. I think we're working on a wonder or two. We have plenty of culture. I think we'll go with this. And then Blacksmith, I think, has base 3 production. Yeah, we're past like the 50% mark, so we're kind of having our some of our decision making is informed by the idea that we're going to be getting base production on some of these. We don't want to build over the pock top. I guess we can build the blacksmith here, so that we can eventually build out here. And we'll just probably have 3 production for a long time.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall.
Everyone knows
And when
that.
Rome falls, with it shall fall the world.
No.
I count the grains of sand.
2 in 1
which
turn.
measure the sea.
2 in 1
I
turn.
understand the speech of the dumb, and hear the
I think this is
voices.
culture for us. So we're gonna at least triple golden. Maybe we take a quick save in case everything ends real quick, but we're in a position to triple golden here. I guess if we wanted to fight someone, all we need to do is how far are we off the golden age here? So we need to capture 3 settlements, or found 2 settlements and captured 2 settlements. I don't think that that's happening, dogs. If we wanted to uber sweat it, maybe we could make it work. Plus 12 blacksmith. Girl, what's your story? Where are you at? Oh, it's because there's a specialist here. Well, we were thinking of saving that tile for... We don't have to. Because this tile behind is going to be just fine. The amphitheater behind is also just going to be considerably... Like, this is where the amphitheater goes. But this means that we would not be building the academy or whatever. If we go blacksmith here. So good, though. It's so much yields, dog. Let's just do it. Do we want any of these ageless buildings? Not really. Could just do this just to grow. To top off like one of these districts for the adjacency thing. Really, this has just been an incredibly chill age for us. So here we can consider buying stuff. I think we have a market with... Yeah, this is a really strong market square, which is what we knew. We can't make use of the extra slots, though, unfortunately. +1 base influence will transition to the next age pretty well. We don't have a bath yet. Shout out to taking a bath. I think we're gonna grab one. Oh, this is gonna be a great tile for the bath. Yeah. Because we get 2 adjacencies on those.
After the assembly gathered, the elders gave their answer.
Wei Yang Palace is going to be nice. I think that we maybe want to build it over here if we can. Oh, we have the pyramids is still available? No navigable rivers in here, though. Or we're not going to hit... We have 1 navigable river tile. That seems, like, obtuse and silly. This place has a lot of navigable rivers, but isn't going to be eligible to build the pyramids. I mean, we could build it just for adjacencies. We'd rather build the Wei Yang Palace here. Trying to think where we can put it that against the most adjacencies. I think like here is actually where we would want it, right here, which is a bit of an awkward spot. So because we can't build a library here yet, but this back end would be it. We would be happy to have it there, but we want to work on it starting this turn. So maybe we settle for this square, and we'll have decent squares for districts here and here sometime down the line, which means giving up the mine there, but that's maybe okay. Can we buy Cahokia mounds? No. Let's buy a key. This is floodable. It's adjacent to 2 resources. I think we want the key here, though. So there goes our navigable river. Altar's giving us a lot of yields. We do eventually want to work an urban district over here, because this is going to give us yields for the mountains. So maybe not the spot for it, but if we go here, I think are we also building a granary in here? Probably. We will have this pasture eventually. Maybe we come down here to push out towards there. And then the pock top. Yeah, I don't know if we want to pock top in either of those squares. The pock top's just very awkward to like place correctly. So if we do this, then we deny ourselves a 2 resource adjacency, so we'd rather have it back here. I guess we save up, we city this, we build like a library here, and then we pock top back here. Or back here even. Here's probably a safe pock top, where it's adjacent to 2 resources. So the pock top is reasonably good. Alright, I think we try and get something in. Mississippians are crazy good? Really? This feels kind of medium to me. Maybe I'm not understanding. Where can I see if there's a specialist? There's already a specialist? We have UI mods, so I don't know if the UI mods now make things easier. I'm gonna choose the science district. Like if we come in here, how do we see the specialists? Currently allows 1 specialist per tile. I don't know. View hidden? I don't know how we see where we have specialists. Other than, we should actually have this just on, showing yields. So you can see here, absolutely bananas yields on this max blacksmith, but has 1 of 1 possible specialist. I think that this might be one of the UI mods we're using though. So I don't know if it'll always show that. We already have all the res. We do. I think we're gonna rush this guy along now. So we don't have necessarily the best sinks for our Diplo, and then we do want to hold on to some Diplo for a better next age. I think we want to go for this. We have a nice amphitheater back here. because it is adjacent to also the mountain. We could build an amphitheater out here, though. Oh, maybe that makes more sense. Dog, is that just locked in? Okay, it's not. So here we would be adjacent to two wonders and also the mountain. I think this is probably a fine spot. I wouldn't mind having an additional army commander here. We can get the 2 production first, though, or the 4 production, but in the longer term, 2. Because you lose your adjacency bonus, but you keep the base yields. We do enter crisis. We get a growth. I think we already have a specialist down in this city. I think we want to put 1 specialist down in each city. Let's grab this production tile. I don't know if we reach up the silver. Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? That was a huge mistake. Shoot. It's like bugged out the way you can get to tiles now. That means we're not going to get the silver for forever. I almost want to reload over that. It's probably fine. But we won't be able to grab the silver until we grab this tile or this tile. I guess grabbing this tile is maybe going to be good. Anyways, so maybe we're fine. I think we're going to lock in recruiting another commander for subsequent age. Although, actually fighting guys seems less important. Fat adjacency there. I think we'll pass. Where's our oracle? Our oracle's over here. So I think we'll put the amphitheater next to the wonder. Plus 5 happiness on altars, but minus 10 gold on altars. Yikes. Plus 2 science on science buildings in infected cities, but minus 4 gold on science buildings. I think we're fine with that. We will grab this and then grab like all the tiles by building stuff. Okay, so there's not a lot of adjacencies here, so we wouldn't mind having either the altar here or having stuff like a granary. Granary because we're working this and mines as well. Is this a mining town? Kind of looks mining oriented, so... But for now, let's just plop down this granary because it's going to be good for growth. And then I guess we're going to do... Brickyard also here. Altar here. And then... We're also going to move our guys over, because we think Trung Trak is likely to declare war on us over that. Oh, nope. She has a really nice agenda. Interesting. Well, we'll grab this food. Well, we'll grab this, which will grow us out there. And then with our next growth, we'll grab the incense, which will grow us out here. We don't have to worry about her taking this tile, just the other one. So now we grow the incense. And we locked in as much tiles as possible. Well, actually, we'll have to build this way, maybe. Do we want a saw pit as well? Maybe this is an interesting question. If we build a saw pit, we could build it here, and this would lock up some tiles for us, and then we could build a key here. I kind of like that. Saw pit into key. Just to lock in tiles for us. If he does deck us, don't actually hate the spearmen sitting here. So we'll fortify up there. I mean, if we keep working this, the pock top's going to be nice. The question is, can we get a lot out of our research and stuff right now? What else do we need to golden? We need the ability to build another wonder that is a reasonable wonder. Or to just build an unreasonable wonder. So we could go cultural festival. We're not slotting in a resource. Alright, so we have the option between a sugar we can't slot in or won't slot in, or this is way more yields. Well, I suppose working over this isn't as useful if we don't want to slot it in, eh? Well, it's useful for the perspective of we lock in the tiles eventually. Let's do this. Because he can come and work the mountain tile, so we can grab the mountain tile. If we grow 2 more times. We'll take the 10% extra. We actually are struggling with science quite a bit. Maybe we should actually not be doing this and should be doing this research initiative. I'm pretty sure we triple gold in this. And that gives us a more balanced spread. We can change our thing. I don't think we pock top there. I think that's getting built over. I mean, that's getting built over so fast we're going to have whiplash. But what type of city would we want this? We have plantation, plantation, plantation. So we could make this a farming town and ship back to the capital, or a would give us +2 food. I think we just take the growth on this. It's going to be nice during this phase of the game at least. Now, is she currently at war? She's not at war with Gilgamesh, but she might be. But we did have a goal to have an alliance, so we'll alliance with her. And this will give us our attribute point for finishing our thing. So, we want to go for this. I think we'd rather have the influence per age on the palace, so we'll go here. And this will tell us what we got. Which we did indeed get it. So it's looking like we're about to age, and we're doing this in maybe half the time it takes us in terms of streaming. Good to see that you're still playing on deity difficulty. I don't really care for deity in the past. I like your style, man. It's true though, deity is a lot harder to survive on. It does make survival a little bit difficult. We're going to be Suesing this guy when... We could add support for 55 influence. I think that's just gratuitous. I think we just wait till they Sues. Nalanda. Damn, that's one we were hoping to get. But we do get the cultural legacy.
Heaven is lasting.
With finishing the Wei Yang Palace. We get to level 2 with TECUMSEH here. Now, Nalanda already got built. I guess it got rushed by her. Pyramid of the Sun, +2 culture on quarters. Here's maybe a decent square for that. Maybe this is the wrong city for the Pyramid of the Sun. The thing is, we're so wonder saturated in Cahokia, but maybe we want the Pyramid of the Sun in here. We have a lot of potential for adjacency here. So I think we do push it here. We already grabbed a thing. Why don't we do here? Because we were planning on Cahokia mounting. And so now we can do that. We can also go Academy with this massive academy that we had planned. When you don't use your ult in a team fight and your teammates ping you a whole bunch and they ping your ult and they're like, wow, you suck at the game. What you do is you tell them that you're saving it for the next game. Works every time. It just like absolutely makes people very, very, very upset. It's hilarious. Saving it for the next game. So we have 2 codices there. In terms of wanting to lock in. And we can lock in the other Golden Age anytime we want. So I think we actually just very actively push codices now. So, yeah, I think we go Mathematics too. And then I guess this will unlock if we ever wanted a Tasa. Specifically. It seems kind of weak. Is there a chance that we just, it's more important for us to push this particular wonder? +3 happiness, +1 specialist limit, ageless must play a suggestion for a river. I guess the Colossus is pretty nice. We'll go Colossus. And keep this wonder train rolling. We have our slot for the Academy that we had set aside. We're going to use that. We have plenty of production here. What should we build? So Monument scales quite nicely, really. So we could finish the quarter here with the Monument. Could also build the Monument up here. I like finishing the quarter here with the Monument, and then we will kind of lock in for ourselves that +1 Diplo juice into the next stage. We're not going to add resources yet. We do have to be a little bit leery and make sure that we don't lose the ability to slot in a resource. I just realized this is actually potentially risky to get the Bisky. We will be able to always buy... Okay, no. We're always going to be able to unlock a sheep here to make it so that we can slot in resources. Because you can only change it like once you unlock, or the turn you unlock. So what we're going to do eventually is we're going to buy something here, which will require us upgrading to a city. Yikes. But we upgrade to a city, we buy something here, so then we can work the sheep tile, so then we can swap in to make sure that we Golden Age on Econ as well. Just also very, very peaceful overall, it feels like, is this game speed. Do we have enough juice in the tank to get all this codices, man? We have 2 codices here. I mean, this is 5, but that's so much to do. I guess we're building academies right now. Maybe we can't build this. Maybe we have to build an academy first. We have a +9 academy somewhere. It's gonna be here. This is probably fine. The library gets built over first. Let's push the academies. We're on 80, so I mean we have a bit of time. This is a decent spot for a city next stage. Oh my god. The UI for repairing stuff when there's a natural disaster is so bad. We see Kusa is unhappy, so let's actually make Kusa happy. We have happiness, happiness. Can we make an adjustment here? 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And we don't have more happiness resources, it looks like, so we can't make an adjustment. Appalachia is also upset. I guess we need some settlement limit, huh? 'Cause that's why we're currently struggling. I think we're gonna take a quick save. It does nuke, when you enter a new age, it does nuke your, kind of what you get going on. We lock in this tile. I don't think we're fighting anyone. We can make use of gold. This is going to give us text and civics.
After the assembly gathered, the elders gave their answer.
Hospitality is something we should have been having a while ago. Culture per suzerain? Hell yeah, brother. Is there a tech equivalent to that? If there's a tech equivalent to that, we should actually be moving towards that. I don't think there is. Yeah, none of these give. Unless... from specialists, yeah. Arena would help to solve happiness problems. We're having out and about. I think we're gonna build a Cahokia mound here, though. And then here's where we're really unhappy. So an arena would be fantastic, and kind of inclined to do this to finish the district here. Get a migrant when a city is infected, but minus 25% growth, plus 2 food in towns, but minus healing on all units. This seems kind of irrelevant. Again, we are avoiding slotting in because we do not want to end the age. We can upgrade this to a city. I think we maybe want to have a little bit of a think. Let's make this a mining town. Maybe want to have a little bit of a think here in terms of what legacy we're going to use. If we use the legacy where we get to keep our cities as cities, which ones of these do we want to upgrade? I think we want to keep Choctaw into food and upgrade this Appalachia and this. We certainly are going to generate more gold if we don't upgrade this immediately. It's still growing really fast. Let's let it grow a couple more tiles here. Let's do research initiative. We definitely need a lot more research for getting our gold in here. We do get Pyramid of the Sun, which is going to give us more culture. This is going to be nice.
Blood flowed like water and gathered in pools.
Bam.
Skill.
How you
is
like them
handed down to me
apples?
From my ancestors.
I don't know if we have enough imported resources to make that extremely good. I think we can't. Oh, we can Colossus out of here. Oh, baby. This is a fine enough square for the Colossus, but we wanted to maybe key there. Actually, no, we keyed here. +3 resource capacity, extra economic attribute point. Yeah, let's Colossus over here, I think. Buy a camp repair. And at this point, we're like setting up for the next age in terms of what we're building. Base yield of 4 happiness is not too shabby though. So I think we're going to build this over something that's not very good in order to finish. Yeah, let's finish this here and make that a district. Here we have a little bit of a choice. Do we want to go specialist? I think we already have a specialist here. I think eventually we build a key. So we do that for now. We already have a specialist deployed. This is going to be an insane spot, just always, for specialists, though. Look at this right now. This is actually so much. 4, 8, 14, 16, minus the 4 is 12 yields. This is just insano yields. So we'll take that immediately. I think we're going to look to save up some of this. So we're going to say, nah, dog. I mean, this one's not growing so fast over here. We could maybe make Chickasaw City. It's a little risky, because then we will not have the ability to buy a building in here in Appalachia, and with that purchase also grab this. Oh, did we already grab this like a dum-dum? No, we didn't grab this. This is what we didn't grab. +5 food. I think we're just going to use it to complete in the city center. Actually, are there adjacent districts? There are. Okay. The sick, disgusting thing is this is a lake, not a navigable river. We have no workable navigable rivers. Diplo attribute point actually is insane. I don't know why we didn't build this, because we're dumb, probably. God, the truth hurts. Okay, so we need 3 codices still. We'll go for the happiness. I'm not sure if having guys in your army makes it so that you get more guys down the pipeline, but if it does, we'll have this kind of going. We will not grab this. Specifically avoid it. Grab the culture, and at this point I think gold per imported resource is maybe okay. Oh, I think we can upgrade Chickasaw to a city here. If we do this though, we have to use the science or the thing that turns the guys who are cities in the previous age into cities. I think this is worth though. I think this is what we do. And then we have a bunch of stuff we can build, but we can build a pretty good academy, which is like what we need anyways, right here. Oh, we bought it. Damn it, I didn't want to buy that. I wanted to build it. Ugh. I mean, I guess that'll... We're gonna... That might mess things up. We don't have a way now to reset resources, unfortunately. Villa's gonna be one of the better base yield buildings, so we're gonna build it over the saw pit, which is gonna give adjacencies for specialists, I think, or I forget exactly how that works, but having quarters next to each other is good. I forget the exact mechanic on it. I guess in 4 turns we gotta do this.
In the midst of the snow, the light of Gorio hovers.
Oh, I think we're not gonna get the science actually.
The bell resounds echoes of the old kingdom.
I don't see how we get the science, the codices here. Unless we just have some chilling. We have 1 chilling. We have 8. Pocktop set us up nicely for future ages. Even if we build over this Pocktop, that's not the end of the world, I think. It's gonna be a nice academy. The base yields aren't terrible. We have 1 turn on the Colossus. I think we Gucci fam. Oh, what are we doing? We need to slot this in.
He doth bestride the narrow world. The unexamined life is not worth living. The truly brave never boast.
There's our 1 codex. Alright. We're just in a lot of pain right now, chat. I don't think this ends up getting constructed. Actually, it's not even very good here. Is there a reasonable one that we can build over here? Angor what? Angor what? Yeah, I like the Angor what much better over here. I think here's pretty solid. Except it's never gonna get finished. Here it might get finished. I think we build it here. I think we have a decent science yield, but we're already using the guy. We can come here and then we can build a pock top on top of there. Just kidding, that was a lie. We picked the wrong square. We tried to pock our top, but we couldn't. We just have to last 2 turns to get this codex. We're on... Wait. We're on 8 codices, 9 codices. We just have to 2 more turns hold out without the age ending. That probably wasn't worth. It's 2 turns either way. Oh, it's so coming down to the wire here. I think we do this into gold purchasing. I think this is the only Ancient Age we haven't fought. Is it done in 1 or fewer turns? If the answer is yes, we can build it. Base 3 production. I guess base 3 production's kind of alright for us. It's just gonna be a base production building, so I think we build it here just to like push out and not use up any of our good adjacencies. We have a few specialists. I think we're building some science buildings. I'm not 100% sure though. The gold in all settlements is not ever gonna be bad. I'm not sure we've seen an infection yet. 11-1, true. Here's to it not ending next stage. I think we also want to stretch out 1 more turn for the Hanging Gardens. But this guy's growth is in 2 turns, so maybe we don't finish that wonder. Which feels bad, man, but I don't know. It is what it is. We also want to deny this settler from settling by ending the era. How much? It's 500 to city this, which we can almost afford.
This is a good day to die.
That's true. Yeah, we're not going to get this wonder in time. I don't think there's a way for us to do it where we do get it in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the barracks instead. Not sure where we build it. Here, maybe? Yeah. We'll save, because I think this is a critical turn. If it turns out that somehow the age doesn't end and there's like 1 more turn, maybe we do stuff a little bit different. So we do the wonder. Economic or expansionist attribute points, an interesting one. So we could go for purchasing in all settlements, but we're going to get that, I think, anyways. I'd rather get refunded on specialists. I think we go expansionist. I don't know if that retroactively refunds. I think it doesn't, but... that will give us +1 settlement limit. Maybe we should have gotten that earlier. We do have to 1 turn or less everything, so The library is something that we can get. Arena, for example, is not something we can get. Library's gonna have some adjacencies, but we're just doing it. We're just building it for the base yields here. What do we like most on the base yields? Probably the market. Is saw pit? Are we working any saw tiles? I don't think we are. Oh, we're working camps. Saw pit's fine. I think we generally don't like the tiles around this building. So let's do that. Let's complete the quarter, build a saw pit, set ourselves up for the next age. We're looking again 1 turn completions. Monument probably has the best base yields out of anything that is completable in 1 turn. So we'll go for that. No real good adjacencies here on the city hall, so we'll just build the monument there. And we'll head this on over. We'll take a quick save again. Very critical, like, time period here for our guys. Oh my god, I forgot to use stream elements. No, someone said they were going to raid me later if they raided me, and then... No, they didn't. They did not. We didn't get anything. We get our milestone. Ayo.
An army is a perfection.
What, the age doesn't end here? Well, here's where we have to slot in. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to slot in our stuff. And I think once we slot in our stuff, then the things are thad. Things are done. Ming, nice. Shema. We're at 99. Oh baby. Do we actually have the Wonder too, it looks like. Hot. Because this, it says it produces in 1 turn after we stacked a bunch of stuff there. We can ally with True Attack? Hell yeah. We should have checked if she was at war. Navigation's not going to matter. Navigation came in super clutch in the Ibn game that we're currently playing. And we're making videos on. Alright, so anything that we want to build has to be produced in 1 turn for it to be useful. I mean, this can be built over. Don't mind just getting +4 base, like, gold yield. Entering into the next age. Again, 1 turn. We misevaluated last time. But I think the arena +4 happiness is probably going to be the best yield. And so we're just going to do it here to complete this. Oh, just kidding. That's 2 turns. Just kidding. Do we make use of a saw pit here? No, we don't. Market is 1 turn. Market here seems fine. We'll end up building over the altar first, and this is a fine enough square, but we can get to complete the district. And then here, what are we building? 1 turn. Everyone knows the rules. The 4 base gold is by far the best, right? So, and we'll complete the district here on the bath. Pock top, not getting another one of these. They aren't really looking so good though. Is the brickyard any good? Not really. Are we doing any tiles that benefit from the granary? Not currently. Maybe it's just Pock top, just because that's what we can complete. Now we could transform this into a city. I don't think I really see a reason to. It would allow us to buy other buildings. I think we're just going to, like, but we could, I don't think we want to buy buildings that we could just do in a next stage. Or next stage the buildings. So I think this is it, and then we'll finish the Wonder, and we'll get the triple Golden Age. Missing out on the military one, but
All beings who are plunged into the ocean of existence.
let's go.
May I draw them out by virtue
Anger
of
Watt
this
2.
work.
Wow, this has just been absolutely insane. I think that it's easier to play on the faster game speed, probably, because the AI has, if you aren't interfered with militarily, and you just get to eco up, I think you get to, like, really, if you don't have to deal with the AI doing shenanigans, then I think that puts you in a good position. The age is ending, so we're gonna save this, knowing that we will want to, when we come back, we'll want to take a look at this. Diplomatic actions, we will not do any agreements because they're all just going to get voided at the end here. In fact, we shouldn't have, the ones that were coming in, we shouldn't have said yes to. It doesn't matter what we build because it's not going to finish. I forget the hotkey to force end the turn, because that's just what we want to do here. Unless, what's this? No, we just want to force end the turn. Is it shift enter? Yeah. Because the age is over. Also, very nice is we're coming in with good relations with 2 of the people on the island. Antiquity comes to an end. I think we're just going to do, in the next stage, the kind of natural progression with TECUMSEH. Just Mississippi into Shawnee, I think. Into Mexico, probably. Mexico's a little bit diplomatic. I think they go for a cultural victory. We're really well set up for a cultural victory, though. The animation lasting forever is kind of a vibe. We'll only get 1 point here, so we'll probably end up spending our... Well, that's unfortunate. We don't get the extra settlement limit. We're so used to getting that. But let's view our Legends report. So it looks like on the super fast speed you get the same amount of experience. So maybe we're just going to actually play on the faster speed for a little bit. We get some experience for various things. Let's continue. Militaristic attribute node. Alright, transition to next age. And we will actually try and do this correctly and figure out what exactly we want to do. So I think we want to do Shawnee because they're diplomatic. And also is the historic choice for TECUMSEH. Settlements built adjacent to navigable rivers gain +2 food on river terrain, but cities not adjacent to a navigable river get -10% food. Bro. I'm trying to remember how close we are to navigable rivers. I think we have 3 on a navigable river, or touching. I don't know what on means. If I think that means any part of the city can be in it. -10% food is rough. Oh, so I'm glad we saved, because I kind of don't like that, but I really want to see what their bonuses are. We could go Inca. I don't think we have enough mountains for Inca to seem very good. We have like one city that's up and around a bunch of mountains, and that city would be really good with Inca, but I don't think that's enough. Is it really just like Hawaii or Ming? I know Qing has some bonuses towards some late game stuff that is oriented. Hawaii also maybe wouldn't be terrible, but I think, if I recall correctly, Qing Uh, minus 15 science per turn for each social policy, but not tradition slotted is a little bit rough. I'm not sure we want to build a Great Wall either. I don't know what we get out of Ming. I can't remember what their civics are. Let's just take a look at Shawnee. Let's first change our mementos, though. We're gonna have trade routes, so we could do the trade thing. I think I like Corona Civica here, with us also maintaining our city's cost. So actually, when we do this, we might go back and upgrade the city, because we're getting Corona Civica, +1 settlement limit per age, so we'll get +2 settlement limit. And then what we're going to do is be entering with all the things as the cities. So we could show that off. And then I think maybe we get the diplomatic attribute point. Something like this. And then go Shawnee. And then see what's up. Oh man. You guys are like really kind of coming out in the last little bit.
Shawnee will craft their legacy of unity and dominance.
I wasn't planning on continuing the stream after this though. But we're just going to kind of mess about with what the start looks like. This is kind of like one of the more fun aspects of the transition. So we're going to take a look at it. I'm like surprised how many of you guys come out, and then at the same time the not that you have to chat, but there's like per person there's so much less chat than for Vicky streams, which is interesting to me. So in terms of legacies, the one we were trying to talk about and why we're gonna actually before the next we're gonna load the save and we're gonna upgrade Appalachia to the OS city. But we're going to look to do Silk Road's Golden Age, all your cities from the previous main age, stay as a city. So with that, we will have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities, which is going to be effectively an enormous amount of gold. And also we have 3 points to spend, and Master Caravaneer is not going to be very good for us. I think we're going to end up picking double expansion attribute, using our wildcard slot there. PA Civic for free and plus 50% production towards temples. Wonders you control gain +1 culture and happiness. I think we're going to go for a double Diplo attribute point, probably, and a cultural attribute point. And then we have 3 science points. We didn't have too many codexes in antiquity. I think we just go for this. That's 2 scientific attribute points, and then we don't need to move the capital, so maybe we don't. This is what I'm thinking, at least. We did get a little bit of scouting in, so we could see where the good settles are, so we could buy straight away and head on over. But with our points, you aren't talking politics, so I'm not chatting? Fair. That's true. We had so much politics talk with Civ 6, but no one's brought anything up. We're definitely going to chat politics on Monday. Although, I don't know if I'd call it politics. So, 2 culture and science per age for each city-state you're the suzerain of. This will be super good for us next age. And then I think maybe we go towards this. 25% relationship from starting endeavors. That's probably not worth. 3% towards all yields just seems really strong in general. So, and we can get it. We don't have any wildcard points. But purchasing in all settlements, really nice. And then here, I think we would go this, and then this, and then we're gonna get a settlement limit as soon as we can. And then scientific, probably researching masteries, something like this, and it puts us in really good shape. And man, we can just construct so many different things. The opener, I kind of feel Carto, just so we can start settling the new world right away. We have 3 available slots. But the thing we wanted to view is if we even wanted to go Shawnee, which is really about what our civics look like. I assume they synergize with like kind of what we were doing. Serpent Bound, which gives influence, nice. 4 culture to all farming towns and 4 food to fishing towns. If we make a lot of settlements, that'll maybe be okay. Mastery, settlement limit, nice. Scout receives +1 culture per allied city-state. Whatever Scout. Is that our unique building? Let's take a look. So we have +1 combat strength for every unique empire resource, which is going to be, like, as a unit, I think this is the strongest unit in this age. We get a missionary, and then this is the Scout. +4 food, +1 gold for each adjacent resource must be placed on vegetated terrain not adjacent to another Scout. Ageless. So it's kind of like a throwback of the old building, so this doesn't feel... Let's see the rest of the civics, but this doesn't feel very good relative to, I think, we might check out Ming. Might check out Ming now, because we want to know what we want to make the stream next time on. But 2 gold for each trade route while you have at least 3 endeavors active. This should be manageable. This does play well into the Diplo. Every time a storm, flood, or volcanic eruption has provided fertility, it receives 1 culture and 2 gold. This seems like it might be really good, but we don't know how good. 1 resource cap in the capital per allied city-state. That seems somewhat okay. I don't think we're going to have a hard time with slots, though. Plus 50% influence towards the befriend independent. Absolutely fantastic. You can support other players' wars 3 times. Influence per turn, combat. And then cities receive +2 production on tundra, plains, and desert tiles. Oh, that's real good. Shoot. I was ready to toss these guys out, and then that's just insane, right? We have almost entirely plains. And then this is tundra. It's like tundra, a little bit of grasslands, plains. Plus +2 production on it. Well, let's see what Ming looks like. Shema?
A great dais rises from the earth, heralding a new day. What the Mississippians build will uphold.
Because I know Qing is going to be good eventually. So... yeah. Or it's gonna... it plays into the wanting to sue a bunch of guys. So maybe we have to take a look at Qing at some point to decide what we really want to do. But we'll just end the age here. And then take a look at Qing.
Crops, metals.
For the run that we're prepping for, we want to eventually do, we are going to start with Greece, but... let's slot in the ones we wanted. Either way, we're going to want to upgrade the city before we transition.
The Ming will seize the mandate of heaven
Shama.
and lead the people into a prosperous future.
We have so much stuff inland. We have like no coastal cities really. Just the one in the far south. I think we have a key in the... in the west, but actually just not in a very good space to colonize. We just have, like, all the continent. I mean, I guess we're gonna be able to build something out of here. I think we're gonna have a... Where did our boat appear? Oh, maybe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities on navigable rivers. So maybe the Shawnee, like, advantage, disadvantage isn't too big a deal. But let's take a look at what Ming get for their civics. I mean, we haven't played Shawnee. Science in settlements with a garrison district. That will be so good early on. Well, it's just basically like plus 15 science. %25 gold towards purchasing buildings in towns. That's pretty nice. +1 science for each resource assigned to the city. It becomes +2 in cities other than your capital. +2 science per resource is pretty good. Mandarins receive plus 25 science and science on gold buildings and gold on science buildings. I think this is probably better, but not by a big enough margin. Because Shawnee, we get a malice for not being on rivers, but this is on a river, or navigable river. Technically on a navigable river. I think both of these are going to get navigable river tiles here. As long as Chickasaw has this. Which Chickasaw might not. Oh no, Choctaw has that. So I guess Chickasaw we have to go out of our way to grab this to get a navigable river tile. Appalachia won't have a navigable river tile. Nor could it. So close to a navigable river though. Whoa! What is that? That's the most... What? Bro. In terms of yields, this is actually the most insane city I've ever seen. Or, like, resources plus yields. We have 6 mineable resources, plus 2 fishing resources. Just the absolute, this settle plays itself, right? You just settle right here, and you're full good to go. Oh, maybe you settle here to get by the navigable river if you end up going Shawnee. Is that really worth giving up a fishy fish? I don't know the answer to that. That's an insane tile, though. Or spot. Let's take a quick look at Qing. Or what we're going to do in the modern age with this guy, with this run. So, my brain. TECUMSEH. So we already know what's up there. So he is incentivized to go both Mexico, which we've taken a look at before, or America. Who does Shawnee unlock? If we do go Shawnee, who are we guaranteed? We're guaranteed America and Mexico. Okay. To be fair, we wouldn't mind going USA. USA has a card that generates you, like, infinite influence. It's so much influence. And so we could use that to really soothe everyone who's, like, remaining. And then kind of go for whatever victory type we want. We know what Mexico does, but we have forgotten the face of our father. He who settles with his hands has forgotten the face of his father. I settle with my greed. He who stacks modifiers willy-nilly has forgotten the face of his father.
To make way
I stack modifiers with spreadsheets. I fell asleep, woke up, and Shiny's still going strong. Dude, it's only been a 3.5 hour stream. You took a power nap there, bro. We're almost done here, though. We're just checking who we want to go in the modern age, and if we want to go Qing in the modern age, that means we go Ming, and if we want to go America in the modern age, we go Shawnee. To be fair, God, this map generation's so similar to what we just played. One of these days we gotta try one of these, like, starting in the later ages things. But let's tech our civics here as these guys. One day we'll actually, like, properly navigate the UI, right? Common strength for every civilization you have a... For every civilization and city-state you have a trade route with? Chat, we have to do... Whatever we do, we have to get in the... For the TECUMSEH stacking modifiers run, we have to do this. We have to do Greece and somehow end Qing. I don't think the middle... I don't think the other age matters. But with this, you can stack, like... For every suzerain you have, you can have 5 combat strength. If you suz, like, 6 guys, you'll have plus 30. Growth rate for towns with a resource assigned to them, we will also be able to get really easy. So, let's take a look over. Extra trade income, settlement limit, this seems fine. Resources assigned to cities. Yeah. Trading land units. Banner army. Happiness, resource assigned to cities. Okay, so... kind of just the one combat one that we're really, really looking at in terms of what's good. Let's double check what the city has to offer, or what the civ has to offer just generally. Plus 4 combat strength if adjacent to another one, sure. Trade route, unique quarter, 25 influence in this settlement. So this is how it synergized with him. But I think that we, like, plus 25 influence is so irrelevant relative to the US, like, card that just gives, like, infinite influence. Plus 6 science, happiness adjacency for happiness, buildings and wonders, Qing unique science, and unique gold building. Okay, so we probably end up going USA, so we'll go Shawnee into USA when we continue this run on stream. Not sure when we're going to do that, because I do want to work primarily on Vicky stuff tomorrow, and then we'll stream Vicky on Saturday, and then Saturday, the evening, I'm not sure what we'll work on yet. I guess we could do this stream. Sunday we're going to stream in the morning, so maybe we pick this up Sunday if we don't pick it up Saturday, and then Monday we will be streaming all day, for the anniversary of the invasion of Ukraine. I still haven't picked the charity we want to stream for. Probably something that actually supplies lethal aid instead of just humanitarian aid. But that's kind of what we got coming up in terms of things. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this session, though. There's a lot of you kind of coming out here towards the end, relative, so I feel a little bit bad about it, but we don't want to play an entire another age with Dear TECUMSEH off of our save, because that would take us like 5 or 6 hours. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to YouTube algorithm stuff. Also, if you've been sitting a while, maybe take a walk, stretch, do this type of stuff, and let's see if there's anyone to raid on Twitch. Oh, we could raid Ruby. Do we even have... how many people we have on Twitch? Ruby's on like one of the community, Vic 3 community ones. We have 11 on Twitch. Alright, we'll send you guys to watch some Vicky 3. So, I think she's playing multiplayer right now, or some MP thing. So, and then as per usual, we will supply the YouTubers with the link as well. And then whoever we say goodbye to second, we'll tell them that they're our favorite. So why don't we say goodbye to the YouTubers first? Bye-bye, YouTubers. And then now that the YouTubers are gone, we'll lie to Twitch chat and tell them they're